When we FaceTime, she nonchalantly brings up that the two of them had hooked up the night before drunkenly. It turns out after drinking and dancing a bit together, they got the idea to start making out. Welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, going to go over a story titled, My Girlfriend Hooked Up with Her Best Friend While on a Best Friend Vacation Together. Weird situation and getting opinions. And guys, this story a little different to what I normally go over. This is a story about a guy. He has this girlfriend, sounds like for a little while, and she goes on this long weekend or so vacation with her BFF, another woman. And long story short, he finds out she lets him know that essentially that they got drunk and hooked up. Usually the stories are with a girl with another dude, but this is a girl with another woman. And he's obviously naturally very upset about this because he says it's cheating, but she is very nonchalant about it, doesn't think it's a big deal because it's my friend and that she's bi, an open relationship and all that. And that'll be a good one to cover here because in this situation, her nonchalant, no big deal attitude towards this says a lot. Two big issues. One, she cheated. This is a guy supposed to be your boyfriend. And two, the way she was just like, hey, whatever about it, and actually twisting things around like he was overreacted. It's ridiculous. And in my opinion, cheating's cheating. So I'm going to go through this little story here, again, like a little different. You don't always hear this type of scenario here going on. And then I'll share some comments with people that think the same way. So it starts off, it says, so this is both a long and short story. My girlfriend, we'll call her Grace. Well, there's nothing about Grace about her. Went on a 4-day vacation to Chicago with her best friend, we'll call her Jessie, after not seeing each other for an entirety of the coronavirus. It seemed like a very fun trip and needed one for her after working hard as an in-person teacher through the pandemic. Fun trip, huh? Define fun. The trip seems to start off well from Grace's sporadic updates, and it seems fun. Getting photos, updates, the whole shebang. Shebang? You actually wrote that? However, on the second day in, I didn't get any text. I'm guessing they are having a great time and think nothing of it. I see a story on Instagram from Grace and Grace and Jessie around dinner time with them at a bar drinking seems fun too. However, I get no updates. After around 3 to 4 a.m. passes, right before I sleep, I send a message hoping they had a good night and to text me when they get back if they can. I wake up with no texts in the morning and don't receive anything until around noon. Interesting. If his girlfriend is in the habit of keeping him updated and letting him know that she's okay and everything, and all of a sudden, complete radio silence for, 24 hours? He has reason to be concerned. Well, as you're going to see, something's up. When we FaceTime, she nonchalantly brings up that the two of them had hooked up the night before drunkenly. It turns out after drinking and dancing a bit together, they got the idea to start making out. Interesting. Something tells me this probably isn't the first time that they've hooked up. Call me crazy, I don't know what it is, but one thing leads to another, and I was told they started undressing each other, filling each other up, even going as far as doing the dirty with their hands to each other a bit. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of your guys' minds are in the gutter right now. She said it so normally that it didn't click for a second, but after a while, and I put two and two together, it sounds like they really went to town on each other. I get defensive and say, that's cheating, you cheated on me. The responses I got were very disheartening. And here are some of the responses he got. One was, she said, oh, we are best friends and bi, a little expected. Oh, okay. So all friends that are... all girls that are friends, they hook up, or all dudes that are buddies hook up? Sure. We were drunk in the moment, and it didn't mean anything. Okay, so if he hangs out with a girl now, and they get drunk and hook up, then it's a free pass because they were drunk, and it didn't mean anything. It's always to blame the alcohol thing. Another one, Jessie is in a more open relationship, I think, so she was okay with it. It is a one and done thing. We were just curious and exploring ourselves. Again, if he was hanging out with another girl, or anybody for that matter, and there was drinking, and they just decided to, explore themselves, you tell me she wouldn't have a problem with it? Bullshit. But see how she's just making no big deal? You're overreacting. Bullshit. Cheating is cheating. I don't care what the situation is. I had my rebuttals, but it generally felt like she cheated on me. She did, dude. I was even told they stopped midway because they started having doubts about how I and Jesse's fiance would react. Holy crap, this chick has a fiance, a dude she's marrying. Even going as far as saying that they should keep it a secret. Grace did end up apologizing profusely, saying she understands it was a mistake, a big one, and feels bad for making me feel bad. Also for, cheating. She feels bad because obviously you didn't take it in a way that just like, oh, no big deal or anything like that. That's why she's saying that, and probably realizes the future of her relationship is in jeopardy. I felt betrayed. I'm picturing what I'd do with Grace, but now only I see Jesse in my place. I feel very hurt by this. Both Grace and Jesse see it as a one-and-done thing, as innocent as if they were only to miss once in front of me. I'm really confused about how to react to this situation since their reaction is so different than mine. Plus, they have another full night together drinking, sleeping in the same bed, and more, which makes me very uncomfortable. As far as I know, this is the only time this has happened. Something tells me this is not the first time this happened. I don't know what it is, gut feeling, life experience. Been doing this for 2 years and hearing these stories, but I don't believe this is a first time one and done thing. Again, he said that they haven't seen each other for a couple of years, so maybe they got to get out of their system because they haven't done it in a long time. I don't know, but no, it was cheating, and this guy's ever right to react like that. But again, she was all nonchalant about it, like no big deal. How would you guys handle a situation like this? This is really a first, and I'm really confused. This guy's every reason to be confused and fed up and pissed off and all that. I'd tell him what to do. She's cheating. And here's the deal. Respond to it like this. If she was doing this with another dude, how would you react? What would happen? Would you stay with her and shrug it off? Or would you say officially it's cheating and break up with her? More than likely, I assume, he'd break up with her. So if he wants to be with a girlfriend that twists things around, gaslights him, if you will, cheats on him, doesn't care about his feelings, doesn't care about his loyalty, then stay with her, regardless if it was another woman or not. Or end it with her and walk away, because any man of value isn't going to tolerate this shit. And if the situation was reversed and the dude was cheating on her, any woman of value would not tolerate that crap either. Okay, it goes both ways. Now, I got some comments from people all over the world talking about this, in particular a girl who's bisexual and a guy who's bisexual. I'll get to that, and they're going to share their opinions to show that cheating is cheating. One guy says, cheating is cheating. Gender is irrelevant. She can dismiss it because she's cheated with a girl or with a friend. To me, that's a breakup offense. And a girl responds to this. A bi girl says, exactly. As a bi girl, using sexuality to defend cheating is so gross. This is not a given at all. She's just selfish. Please leave her. So there you go. You got a woman saying, leave her. It's not cheating. Another guy says she's 100% cheated. All of her initial responses were completely gaslighting, which is really as bad as cheating itself. Even her later apologies sound tepid. Stay with her and expect more of the same. If he stays with her, just like a lot of these stories go, she will do it in time. Now, if she has genuine fear that he's going to end it with her, and he goes radio silence on her for a while, she may try to win him back and may be on her best behavior for a while, but eventually she'll step right out, realizing that, hey, I did this before, he took me back, so I'll do it again. That's how a lot of these stories go. Another comment. I am a pansexual girl. I lived in a gender-neutral dorm throughout college. This is a dorm specifically made for LGBTQ folk who might otherwise be placed with a homophobic roommate. It is especially useful for trans people who may be especially targeted and do not fit into gender dorms. Wow, times have changed. During my whole time in the dorms, I was dating someone. Furthermore, during half of that time, I was dating long distance. I never cheated despite being friends with 10 plus bi and lesbian girls and another slew of bi guys. My roommate was bisexual and we became best friends. I still never slept with anyone. And she wrote that in giant letters. Being bi is not a pass. If you feel cheated on, then you were cheated on. I would never have the audacity to do what your girlfriend did. She did not do this because of her sexuality. She did this because she is effed up and disrespectful of your boundaries. Amen. So there you go. You got a bisexual girl, two of them, confirming that, it's cheating. Now we got one from a dude. He says, I'm a bisexual male. This is cheating, and on top of that, she was banking on you fetishizing her sexuality, which is effing disgusting. Just because her mate is in an open relationship doesn't mean you were. I guarantee you she was counting on that. They'd think, oh, that's hot. She's with another chick. And I gotta admit, I'm sure many of you guys are wondering what these girls look like, and I was too. But that's me, because I'm a pig. He says, I'd say this to her. So if I had a female best friend and we got a bit drunk and effed, you'd be okay with it, because it's a one-off. I don't think you would. This is the same exact scenario, and even suggesting otherwise, because you're a woman and she is too. As if same-sex coupling means that less than hetero is kind of effed up. For that reason alone, I don't want to be with you, but with the cheating on top, wow, way to oust yourself as being a piece of crap. I wonder how your best friend's fiance feels about this. Maybe me and him should have a chat, see if they really are in an open relationship. I wouldn't be surprised this isn't the first time your friendship has had benefits. Ding, ding, ding. Don't bother denying it. You already fried every little bit of trust and credibility in my eyes, so I guess this is goodbye. There you go. A little flair for the dramatic there, but, okay. But, yeah. So all these different people that are admittedly bi said the same thing. That's bullshit. Okay? So, there you go. So, this guy wants to know, what should I do? What should I think? Well, I'm sure a bunch of you guys were thinking, okay, fine, threesome. But aside from that, being serious, stick with her. It'll probably happen again. And I'm sure it's happened before. I'm willing to bank on it. But otherwise, walk away. Just like you would if she was out there with some other dude fooling around, okay? Have some self-respect. But the guy's obviously young, inexperienced, and he definitely was blindsided by this. So, all right, guys, that is it for today. That'll be a good one there because that's not usually a particular subject I cover. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let us hear it. Was she cheating? Was she not cheating? I'd like to hear all opinions on this. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.